Okay, so we're here with our athlete of the month, Emily Schultz. And I was telling her that because she's newer, when did you join?
December was my first month.
December. So a little bit newer. I said her first question was just going to be that she's just going to introduce herself. So tell us a little bit about yourself, like who makes up your family? What do you do with your days?
Okay. So I am married to my husband, David. He's a Columbus police officer, and we are about to be 20 years. So we have 4 kids. Our oldest is a girl who turns 17 next month, then a boy who is 14, a girl who is 12, and a boy who is 7. So we homeschool all 4 of those. When I'm not homeschooling, I'm with you guys. Or I work at Doctor's Hospital in Columbus. I'm a nurse administrator there. I've worked there for 20 years. Kind of everything 20 years.
Yeah.
I stay with things.
You were like, this is my life 20 years later.
Yeah, this is just what I do. And that's pretty much me. Oh, I teach 11 8th graders as well. We meet once a week and go through different subjects, and that's kind of what I do.
And that's your Thursdays?
That's my Thursdays.
Okay, yep. Cool. Okay. Where do you guys normally meet for?
There's a church in Springfield that we meet at. We do something called Classical Conversation. So it's classical type education, and just meet once a week and send them off for the week to do their schoolwork, and then we meet back.
That's cool. That's like, I had a friend in Arkansas who did that with her kids.
Oh, yeah?
And they were like really cool kids. And the lessons that they did, I was like, this is pretty dope.
Yeah. I mean, I like it because the idea is just the conversation, that kids are going to learn more when you're talking to them and just they're leading the conversation. It's actually going to stick in rather than just somebody standing up there lecturing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I just think like having been a teacher, you realize how much time throughout the day is wasted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're like literally, I could have taught this kid this much in a couple hours. Yeah. And they could be like off exploring. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so second question is, when you came to Long Road, what brought you in the door? What was that first experience like? Like, how did it start?
Okay. Well, what got me in the door was my kids were doing karate upstairs. So I was just there watching all the time anyways, and finally got to a point where like, oh, I have to do something with my life because I'm super unhealthy. I'll just see what these guys are doing downstairs. So I talked to Leah, and she had asked me the question like, well, have you ever done CrossFit before? And I was like, yes, I did it with my neighbor down the street. You know, it was good. It'll be fine. And then I showed up to my first class. Come to realize I had not done CrossFit. That is not the case. And I just remember we were doing like toe-to bar or something the first day and just standing under the bar looking up at it like, there's no way I can jump up and grab that bar and hang there. I did. I felt it for like the next couple of days, but I did do it. And here I am still coming back.
That's awesome. I like that story because it's like, I think Trent's the one who always tells the story of the first time he walked in the door. Crystal and Nate and everyone were up doing ring muscle ups.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like watching them do that, and he's like, but I'd already walked in the door, and they saw me, so I couldn't leave.
It's a little intimidating.
Like, it is intimidating, yeah. And especially, like, depending on what class you see at any season. I mean, the classes fluctuate. Like, we're like, oh, the 9 a.m. is the mom's class. Well, now all of a sudden, it's the throwdown class. You know, it's who comes to class and who kind of draws your eye and you're watching. And we all have people in class that we look up to, you know, or we have fun, like, chasing their times because we know we're sometimes close to them, whatever. But, so that's funny. Okay, so last question is, what's your favorite part of Long Road? What keeps you coming back?
Okay. Well, I was telling you earlier, the stickers, obviously. It really is like, ooh, I want that sticker. Seems nonsense, but it is. I like them. But really, like, I very much joined because I was like, oh, I want to lose weight and do all that. And literally a month into it, like, my whole idea of what it was changed. Like, doing hard things with other people, it really helped me more mentally than anything. Like, I don't come here for the physical part of it anymore. Like, it just helps clear my head, and I really look forward to that hour of the day where I can just get in there and not think of anything else and just do a hard thing with a friend. So, and it's the people, like, you guys are great. You guys are great. It's a good group. So you people keep me coming back.
I think too, like, you are like homeschool mom of 4, wife, nurse, like in all other aspect of your life, you serve others. Mm-hmm. And I know when I joined CrossFit, like I was a teacher working, first year teacher working 12-hour days. I had no family nearby. And it was like the 1 hour where someone else told me what to do. Mm-hmm. All I had to do is listen and show up.
Yeah.
And there is something like, that's nice. That's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought of it like, but that's true. Like, I don't have to make any decisions. You guys just tell me what to do.
Just tell me what to do. I will oblige.
Yeah. Even if it's rough, I'll still do it.
Yeah, very cool. Okay. So we're here with Tom. We're doing his Athlete of the Year interview, and we're going to start with the classic first question. What was your first experience like at Long Road?
Okay. So, first experience really started before I came to class. My oldest son, Andy, was CrossFitting probably a couple of years before we even thought about joining. And he would come over on Saturdays and do community every now and then, and really didn't understand what he was doing. But then when you guys hosted the Jordan's Journey event, he brought a teammate from Grandview over, and Mary Jay and I came over to watch. First time we'd ever really seen a CrossFit competition, so you're looking at it going, oh wow. And it was intense, but you're like, this looks like it's really fun. And so that was my first experience of it. And then, a couple months went by, and then at the first of the next year, John, he had been coming to the boot camps, and he goes, hey, why don't you come? Join me. And I'm like, I don't know. It looks fun. It looks fun. I am not in great shape. Okay, I'll do it. And so so John got me through the door. Your Jordan's Journey competition got me really excited about it. And it was Andy who introduced me to CrossFit. So that's kind of how that whole journey started.
Wow, that's crazy, because it's like, you're always like, hey, the hardest part is getting in the door, and you think like, oh, my son does it, I'll just go walk in the door.
No.
Well, I went to this competition, I saw it, I'll just go walk in the door.
No.
And finally John reached out and I'm like, maybe.
Okay. Well, at least that was a crutch. I had somebody, I had to support.
Yeah, you had a buddy to go with. Yeah. Phil and I met at Jordan's Journey?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 great things happened.
Lots of great things happened, I feel like, in that. It is favorite and least favorite movement and or workout.
Okay. I will go with least favorite to start.
Okay.
And least favorite, I will say, are devil presses. Just when you combine a burpee, which sucks, a thruster which or kind of a thruster type movement. That sucks. And so maybe we go Curtis Pease too.
Oh yeah. Even worse.
Yeah. So any of those type of combination type. As I talk with Jay, slam balls are bad too. So those probably are what I would say are my least favorite.
I feel like slam balls are how you get out aggression though, but you're not.
I'm not an aggressive person.
Yeah, you're an aggressive person, so you don't really.
I have no aggression. I have no aggressions. So favorite workout, I would say, is anything that is like a body weight workout, or running, because I feel like with those type of workouts, I can compete. It's not a matter of necessarily strength. It's more of endurance, and I can push myself hard, and I feel that, I know we shouldn't compare ourselves to others, but I think we all do.
Sometimes that's a motivator.
Yeah, and so I use that as, hey, I'm still fit. I'm still able to compete. I feel like I can compete with other people within the gym. So that's probably why I like those type of workouts the best.
Yeah. Okay. So impromptu question. So You're a 5 a.m.er. Mm-hmm. Some people know that that's a rare breed.
We are.
What is your routine in the morning? Like, what time does your alarm go off? What do you like about 5 a.m.? Tell us about that.
Well, the thing I like about 5 a.m. is, one, you get your workout in, and then no matter what happens throughout the day, your workout's done. So that's probably the best thing. And I am a morning person, so that helps. But so my routine it's right now it's getting up. My alarm goes off. I should say my first alarm goes off at 3:55.
Okay.
So hit the snooze once.
I'm going to show Phil this because I'm a snoozer and Phil gives me the hardest time.
I've heard,
like, Tom is athlete of the year and he snoozes.
Yeah, and I've heard it's not the best thing to do. You should just get up and start your day, but I don't.
Yeah.
So 3:55, alarm goes off. Normally snooze once, maybe twice. So that's the 5. Well, I guess I should go back and the night before. Before I go to bed, I will prep my coffee pot. So it's set for 4:10. So at 4:10, coffee starts brewing. So then, as my alarm goes off, you're right. I wake up. I smell the aroma of the coffee. It does smell. It makes the house smell good. And then, depending on the mood of the dog may want to go outside. So we got to let Cooper out. If not, Cooper will stay sleeping in the bedroom. And then I make sure I have to have my bag packed. So
is that a night before activity?
It's a morning. It should be the night before, but it's not. So it's usually a water bottle. I have to make sure I have my towel, and especially in the summertime, an extra shirt to change after the workout.
Because you have like a clean car, so you don't get in your car in a sweaty shirt.
I don't like getting in the car with a sweaty shirt.
Okay. I feel like I'm learning something.
Yeah.
Here. Personally.
Yeah. So normally I'll change my shirt, especially in the summer. In the winter, I'm throwing a sweatshirt over, and we're good. And then, so get my bag packed, fill my coffee cup, my travel mug, fill it, and someday, now this isn't an all the time routine. If we have time, I will pour Mary J's coffee, but other days she's grabbing hers as we're running out the door.
How long have you been married?
Oh my goodness, this will be, well, wait a minute, no.
Impromptu question.
No, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have to do some math.
You didn't know there was a quiz.
Right. 35. We'll be 35.
So fellas, if you want to be married 35 years, you pour your wife's coffee. Okay.
And make the coffee the night before.
And make the coffee the night before.
Yeah.
Well, we joke. I'll tell the joke. You know, it says men need to make the coffee in the Bible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Hebrews.
Hebrews.
So.
Yeah. He listened in church.
That's right. So I have
Hebrews.
to. I have to.
Yeah.
So our goal is to get out the door by 4:30, and no later than 3:38, in order to get over.
4:38.
Or 4:38,
How long is
yeah.
your drive?
15, 16, 17 minutes.
So you get there a little bit early each morning.
A little bit.
Usually.
Yeah. And so that's my morning routine, and then afterwards, I know I have to change my shirt, get to sweat, change my shoes, put my shoes back a certain way.
He's leaving out stuff. Creatine,
MJ's saying you're leaving out stuff.
Creatine, collagen, water with ice. This all happens before you get
Creatine, collagen, water with ice.
True, there's some truth
With
to that.
ice.
With ice.
Okay. And a straw?
No,
That
well,
didn't hurt your teeth?
in the water bottle.
it's in
Oh, it's in the
water
water
bottle. Yeah.
Oh, me too. Okay.
Yeah. And that's not every day. So that's not my normal routine. That's occasional.
When you're on your A game.
When I'm on my A game,
Yeah.
it's everything. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about creatine? I feel like that's a hot supplement right now.
Yeah, well, I've gone on and off.
Yeah.
I think it does help me from a recovery perspective, and so that I've liked, and then also with the collagen that I think it also helps for me anyway, unless it's mental, is from a joint perspective. I don't have as much joint pain when I'm using the collagen as well. So.
Yeah, I noticed creatine. I asked because you take it in the morning. It like makes me feel clearer a little bit throughout the day.
I wouldn't be able to recognize that.
No, you sound like you're very clear throughout the day. I'm not. So then, when you get home, how much time do you have before you have to go to work? Because you don't shower at the gym, right? You go home
Not
and
every
then you
day.
get
Some
ready.
days I'll. It depends on what my work schedule is. I'll
Okay.
shower at the gym and then go in. But normally get home and then it's let the dog out, feed the dog, take care of Mother Nature, and then shower and pack my lunch and out the door. Probably by somewhere between 7:30.
Do you guys hit 5 a.m. every day? 5 days a week?
Most days, I usually, I should say we try to, but there will be occasions where, like on a Tuesday or Thursday, we'll either use that as a recovery day, or if we were to get some extra sleep, we'll do a 4:30 class just to get
But
that
you're pretty
recovery sleep.
consistently like 5 or 6 days a week if you're in town.
Yeah.
If you're in town. Yeah. So last question always is, what keeps you coming back, or what's your favorite thing about Long Road?
What keeps me coming back? There's a couple things. One, it's personal that, for me, my health is important. Physical fitness is important. Longevity is important. And I think the Long Road and working out gives me the best opportunity for that longevity. So that is one of the motivating factors to keep coming back.
Do you feel like that's always been like a high priority in your life?
For the most part, to go a little deeper than that, a lot of dementia and that type of disease in my mom's side of the family, and running back generations in her side of the family, and so, I think the physical activity helps hopefully put that off.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can break that cycle. So that's important. And and you ask about, has it always been important? I do have some. I've mentally told myself, hey, if you want to live to be a ripe old age, you have to do the right thing. So that does helps keep me coming back. The other thing that helps keep me coming back is, my immediate family is involved, my extended family is involved, and and I was actually when I think about the Athlete of the Year award, the one thing that kept resonating with me was, it's not an individual award. It's from everybody. Everybody's responsible for it. Everybody had a piece of that for me. So I feel like everybody in that gym shares this with me, because if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would do what I do if I didn't have the gym family to support. So that's what I like about Long Road, is that there's that accountability. It helps me to do the things that I want to do. The other thing about the gym is the unselfishness of the community and the generosity of the community, that somebody's in need, somebody needs something, the gym's there. And I know it's easy to do. It's easy to say, hey, we're going to support a family at Christmas. We're going to buy Thanksgiving dinners. But it seems like each year we do more, and we want to do more. And those type of things are important to me too. From just who I am as a person and wanting to give back and service and helping people, I think is important. So the values of Long Road also meet the values of Tom.
So that's funny that you say that, because I almost forgot that I wanted to ask you this question. So we have 4 core values as a gym. So it's excellence in all we do, passion for the community we serve, driven for constant growth, and integrity in all action. Do you feel like there's one of those 4 that resonates more with you, where you're like, that is like my also personal value?
One over other. I think the community we serve and constant growth probably resonate more. Just because those are from a constant growth. We were talking just earlier about the continual learning, and so yeah, that's perfect. And then just constant growth in individually of what I can do and push myself past the limits that I didn't think I could do. So yeah, I think that's good. The community we serve, we just talked about. It is important for me that we support and our community, the people that are in this area, people in need. Yeah. So yeah, those would be the 2 that resonate the most. Yeah.
All right, one last quick question. If you've been around for a little while, I can say that now.
Yeah,
right? Because Jordan's journey was in like 2017.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, what is a piece of advice you would give someone who's maybe in their first few months or first year? Like, what advice would you give them?
Wow. One, don't give up, because it's not easy, and there are days where you're like, this workout just sucked, and but that would probably be the biggest thing is don't give up, and it'll for a corny phrase, the juice is worth the squeeze, so for what you put into it, you're going to get more out of it. So keep coming back. Don't give up.
I also think like you've passed like they always say like there's the 1 to 3 year mark for CrossFitters, and that's where they tend to start to like plateau, or it's not like a PR every day, and then they start to feel like, oh, I'm not getting better. And you've not only like stuck that time frame out, but also went through an injury in this last year. And that was one of the reasons that like me, Nate, Crystal, the coaches, we're all like, hey Tom, because it's not easy to go through an injury.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, but like coming back and understanding like it's not this upward trajectory all the time, like it is an ebb and flow, but you're always just,
Well, and even with me, and I'm not the youngest guy in the gym.
What?
And so, but I'm still able to. I'm still able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. So just as in the open, I got multiple chest to bars, and that was a PR. I hadn't done that before, and so. Even at my ripe old age. So that's another thing to tell people is, don't think that just because you're at a certain age, you can't do something.
Yeah.
And you can't do something better than you did when you were 20 years younger.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Okay, so some awesome interviews this month with Emily. She was the February Athlete of the Month, newer member, so really cool to meet her and just get to sit down and have coffee with her. Tom as well, Athlete of the Year for 2024. If you can't tell in that interview, like the whole family's there. So that was really fun. I think we all ended up talking for about an hour, so that was a fun coffee date with them. I'm going to do a couple quick announcements, and then we're going to do the Committed Club drawing. Emily and I met well before the end of March, so she doesn't get to spin the wheel, but I'll spin the wheel for us. We're going to pick a winner for March. That person gets a $50 gift card, and I'll reach out to you about that. And they also get the parking spot for the month. So we'll pick that person. We're going to start something new with Committed Club this month. It is an additional spin every quarter, so this is the end of quarter 1, you get an additional spin if you streaked 3 quarters. So I have 41 people got Committed Club for January, February, and March. They're on a 3-month streak, so they have an additional spin, another wheel, another opportunity to win $50. So that we'll do that at the very end here. First, if you did not receive a membership update email, please let me know. That means that you don't have a good email address in PushPress, or maybe it went to your spam, but it's a really important email. It's about membership cost updates. We are May 1 is when we always assess our membership, and try to do a small incremental increase when needed. And with all the inflation that's been going on, we didn't do the increase last year. We are assessing it this year, but it's small jumps for each membership type. So if you didn't see that, and then also some consolidation of discounts. We just had discounts all over the place, so we're consolidating them to 10%, 30%, 60%, and that's also listed there. So if you did not see that, make sure that you let me know, and I can get it emailed over to you and make sure that you have that information before that goes into effect, which is May 1. It also had information on the recovery room, which is up and running. On the recovery room, you do need to make sure that you watch the introduction video, and there is a policies and procedures back there right inside the door. You need to read it, and you need to sign off on it. If you text me a question like, how do I turn on the sauna? I'm going to text you back the video that you should have watched that teaches you how to turn on the sauna. So make sure that you are fully educated on how to use the room before using it. It is included for all unlimited members. If you are a hybrid or a boot camp member, you're a limited membership and you want to just add on recovery room for $30 a month, let me know. Just the same way that unlimited yoga happened, like you just write me, you add it on, it's recurring. So you'd have to write me and tell me you want to drop it. But just like any other membership, you're going to send me an email, Leah, Lea, @longroadcrossfit.com to make any adjustments in memberships or potentially add that on. Summer socials. So the ladies have always done summer socials. This year we're inviting the fellas. Kids are not yet invited, so this is like an adults only happy hour. The first one for the summer happens on April 16th. And so that one we're going to do at Urbana Brewing. So April 16th at Urbana Brewing. It'll be just from 6:30 until early because we have 5 a.m.ers. So that's coming up. April 19th, Darla and Cheryl, every year they put on an Easter egg hunt for the kids. If you didn't see that post, reach out. It's in the athletes page. She needs you to drop your kids, like how many kids you've got coming, so she can have a head count, make sure that we have enough eggs. That's always something really fun that they do for the kids. Speaking of kids, the next kids session goes live today for members and previous kiddos who have done the program. That next session runs April 28th through June 6th. So it's kind of the first intro to summer session. And then last but not least, we are going into a challenge month. So February was the nutrition challenge. March, we didn't have a challenge. In April, we will have a challenge. The challenge for April is called Miles to May. So how many miles can you run or walk outside of class time? So if the workout has a mile run in it, you can't log that. These are things that you're doing outside of your class time. So for Miles to May, under workouts, up at the top where you see like CrossFit Boot Camp, you can click on different tracks. It is its own track. And every day you'll see a workout that gives you an opportunity to enter reps or miles in this case. You can even enter 1.5, like I ran a mile and a half. And then about halfway through the month, I'll do a check-in like, hey, here's the leaderboard. And then at the end of the month, whoever has the most miles will win the prize. So that is the April challenge, is called Miles to May. So last but not least, we have our committed club winner. And then we're going to do our bonus spend for anyone who has a 3-month streak. So for Committed Club, I'll show you. I've got everyone on here for March. Boom. And I thought we had some first timers, but then when I did the 3-month streak, I don't actually think we have any first timers this month. I thought maybe Jennifer Carpenter might have been a first timer, but it looked like she got it last month as well. And same thing for Rose. I think she also got it in either January or February. So here we go. Nice. Okay. Katie Heron. It's totally probably backwards, but Katie Heron for the month of March is our Committed Club winner. So Katie, that means that at 5 a.m. when you roll in, you get the Committed Club parking spot. And it also means that I'm going to reach out to you about a gift card. So Katie is the Committed Club member of the month. Now, we have 41 people on this wheel. This is a different wheel. This is the wheel of everybody who got a 3-month streak. And I would say all their names, but it is 41 people, which is bananas. So this group is just basically getting an extra spin, an extra opportunity to win $50. You can't also have the parking spot because it's Katie's, but you get an extra opportunity to win $50. So that person is... Hang on, it's glitching. Timeout. It just popped up blank with confetti. Okay. This time. Okay. Okay, there I picked somebody. This is a good one. Eric Blacker. So Eric Blacker wins the other $50 prize, the bonus $50 prize. Let me tell you why that's a good one, because Eric was vehement. I do not check into class. And then just Alyssa, being a good coach, kind of encouraged him strongly to check in. And now Eric is a Committed Club Classic. January, February, and March, all 3 months. That's a cool person to give the prize to. So good job, Eric. All right, guys, if you have any questions about anything that we discussed in this month's podcast, or just about memberships in general, never hesitate to reach out. Don't be surprised if you ask me to make any changes. I always ask for an email, because sometimes you text me and I'm out to dinner with Phil and my brain is also out to dinner, and I'm like, hey, send me an email, because otherwise I'll just totally forget. So always make sure that if you're trying to make changes or reach out about membership, even if it's like get a check-in, I would definitely send an email, because then you just guarantee I'm on my computer and it's a quick, I'll check you in, not a big deal. All right, have a great month of April. Hopefully warmer weather, hopefully garage door open. Have a great month.